hockey team has crashed near the runway in the town of Yaroslavl, 270 kilometers northeast of Moscow. And the latest information we're getting is that there are only 2 survivors among the 42 people who were on board. Our correspondent, Anisa Nawe, is in Yaroslavl for us. Anisa, so what is the latest details that you have there for us?
The latest information that I have is actually from the team, the hockey team's press service, which is that they're confirming that, in fact, the full team was on board this Yak-42, 37 people. It's now being said that 40 people are confirmed dead, 26 bodies have been found, and there were 42 people on board in total. And like you said, 2 survivors. It's believed, we're hearing that one of those survivors is Alexander Galimov, who is a part of the Russian national team. He is in hospital already and in very critical condition. We don't know who that second survivor is. We heard rumors earlier that it could have been a crew member, and then that was withdrawn. So we're trying to find out who perhaps that second survivor is, but it is believed that they already are in hospital, those 2 people. Like I said, a Yak-42, I can tell you that the plane's capacity is about for 120 people. On this plane, we're hearing that there were 100 seats or so. You well know this was a hockey team that was traveling for the opening of the KHL season, and we know that some of the matches have been canceled. We're getting these pictures in of matches canceled in other cities, people crying, devastated by this tragedy that took place just outside of Yaroslavl, of course, where an international global policy forum is taking place. It's by accident that we're here. We were working at the forum all day and when news came of this tragedy, and we are hearing that President Medvedev, who is making his way to that policy forum on Thursday, will be in fact coming to pay his respects at the crash site. He has already sent his aide, Vyacheslav Surkov, to the site. We think he's on his way as far as we can understand. Prime Minister Vladimir Putin has sent the transport minister, and they're on their way.
All right, well, what about recovery efforts, Anisa? I mean, you're right there at the site. Have they recovered all the bodies so far? Where are they going to be taken? What's the next step?
They've recovered 26 bodies so far. That number, of course, is moving very quickly. Just 20 minutes ago, it was 13. So efforts here are full-blown, you can say. Constantly, there are ambulances passing by, fire trucks. We couldn't get our satellite truck close enough to the crash site to bring you any live pictures. Unfortunately, we did send one of our crew members on foot. It's about 1 kilometer away, though, so it's taking them a while to get back. We have contacted them, and they say they were able to film a lot of the process of this cleanup. Part of the plane, in fact, was found. It's believed the fuselage was found in the Volga River, which of course is not very far from Yaroslavl. But from what we're hearing from our cameraman, who's right there at the crash site, a very active investigation and cleanup taking place as we speak.
And what about family members? Are they already starting to make their way to the crash site?
Can you repeat that, Tessa?
Family members and relatives. Are you starting to see or hear about them trying to make their way to the crash site?
There's a lot of activity, that's all I can say. I can't say that we've seen any family members that have made it here. I think it's fair to assume that it's going to take them a while to get here. The plane was taking off. That's when it crashed from just outside of Yaroslavl. And as this news comes in, of course, it's expected that close members of the family will be making their way perhaps to here, and of course, of those 2 survivors.
Okay, well, thanks very much for that update. Anisa, certainly crossing back live to you as we get more information. Anisa Nawe there.